In aspiring to become a professional gamer or a professional streamer, patience is absolutely necessary. Practicing patience in and out of game is necessary to improve your gaming performance, to be able to outplay your opponents, to be able to stay calm in all the stressful situations that competitive gaming may bring. What's up, dreamers? Hope you're having a fantastic day or had a fantastic day, depending on where you are in the world. And I have to let you know that you are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. What's the vibe today? Today I want to talk about remaining patient, and reducing the levels of stress in game, especially when you're competing. I mean, it is so important to stay calm in stressful situations in gaming. Excuse me. I can't even stress how important that is. Obviously, if you've been in a clutch situation, 1v2, 1v3, 1v4, whatever it may be, you need to clutch that round. You know that the stress starts to rise, the cortisol starts pumping, the adrenaline starts to pump, right? And being able to control this will help to improve the chances of winning that round, correct? When I was playing video games, Counter-Strike, heavily, and I was competing, of course it just started raining. When I was competing heavily, I remember I never practiced anything. It wasn't even a thought in my head to practice patience. I knew the game, I knew my skill, so I was able to practice it subconsciously, right? But there were times where I would let I would become impatient and I would lose rounds, and it would happen a lot, and that would push my inconsistency. So obviously in game, I wouldn't be as consistent the days that I am less patient, which is not good, especially when you're competing. So, excuse me, it's raining, is pouring, I got something in my throat. What can be done about that is what you do out of game transfers into game. Okay, so you got to practice what you preach, right? Like, oh, I want to remain calm in game. You got to do it outside of game as well. What can you do to do that? Take time to yourself, right? Meditating is a good way to do that, but meditating, like the broad term, what people think of meditation is that you have to sit down, put your hands together, and say for 25 minutes every single day, 5 times a day, and think about absolutely nothing. Meditation can be literally you just sitting in a room thinking to yourself. It's just time to yourself in a quiet place where there's as little distractions as possible. That really does clear the mind. It really does help to lower cortisol, which is a stress hormone, right? Cortisol isn't inherently bad, but chronic cortisol, levels of cortisol, high levels of cortisol, geez Louise, can become bad, right? So just taking time to yourself, getting outside, right? Maybe going out for a walk, getting outside a little bit before you play video games, getting outside in general, staying active. All of these can help regulate these hormones to help you remain calm, help boost mood. When you're in a better mood, when you're feeling good, you're less likely to feel the effects of stress, if that makes sense. So that your patience will start to be there. I will tell you that when I was patient in game, the more patient I was, the higher chance I had of winning rounds, the higher chance I had of outplaying opponents. Now, I'm not saying be so patient that you turn into an absolute ninja in game. Like, you don't have to do that. I was the first in. I was an entry fragger, right? So, but I still had to exhibit patience, especially on defensive side. Because playing Counter-Strike, there is offense and defense, right? Patience is very, very important. If you have anything to add, let me know in the comments. I'd love to get the conversation started. Hit that like button, helps out the channel. Hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.